They're supposed to execute me at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm at perfect peace about that, because if the Lord's through with me in this assignment, then I'll go home and be with him.
That is Oklahoma death row inmate Bigler Stouffer, who at 10 a.m. this morning is set to be executed. Moments ago, the U.S. Supreme Court denied his last appeal.
News 9's Tevis Hillis leads our live team coverage. She's at the state penitentiary in McAlester. Tevis.
Robin, Lacey, in just an hour, death row inmate Bigler Stouffer will be executed. Now, we do know media witnesses, family members, and other victim family members will be able to go into the witness area where that execution will happen. Take a look right behind me. You can see that there are a few protesters here against the death penalty. Now, they're fighting against the death penalty, but unfortunately, one will happen today. This one is the first execution to be held this early and the first execution to have a chaplain inside the execution room. This is something the state and Stouffer's attorneys agreed to, but it's not the official execution protocol right now. Death row inmate Bigler Stouffer has asked Reverend Howard Potts, a Baptist minister, to lay hands on him during the lethal injection procedure. A Frontier reporter spoke to him on the phone from inside the prison. Stouffer says he would rather die than live the rest of his life behind bars.
I didn't want to do clemency in the first place because the only thing they could grant me was clemency, not relief, not to go home.
Stouffer killed Putnam City school teacher Linda Reeves in 1985. Now, we were taking a look at new pictures of Reeves from the Attorney General's office. And although Stouffer claims he's innocent, the Reeves family say they believe he committed the murder.
When I think of Linda's murder, I see the way in which she died, and I can just hear her screaming, no. And she didn't have time for a prayer either.
And coming up in just an hour, he will be executed. We will get to hear how the execution went down. One of our own News 9 reporters is inside that execution room today. Live in McAlester this morning, Tevis Hillis, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Tevis, thank you. Supporters of Bigler Stouffer are protesting right now at the governor's mansion.
And that's where News 9's Jordan Daphnis continues live team coverage. Jordan, what's going on?
Robin and Lacey, I don't know if you could just hear people are honking as they drive by. There are a lot of people showing support for the Oklahoma Coalition to abolish the death penalty. I'm joined by their chair, Don Heath. Don, can you just tell me what you guys are doing out here this morning?
We're out here holding a vigil for the execution of Bud Stouffer. It's scheduled to take place at 10 a.m. unless a court intervenes. And as we near the time of the execution, we'll observe silence until we hear that the time of death has occurred, and then we'll gather in prayer in a circle and go into circle prayer.
And we're getting very, very close to that time. What is your hope being out here today?
Just to raise awareness that the death penalty is wrong. We don't need any more killing. The state does this on behalf of all of us, and we don't need people killing other people for us.
And you said that we spoke earlier and you talked about Stouffer and his life behind bars and how you felt that that was sufficient. Can you explain that a little bit more?
B.J. Stouffer is 79 years old. He's been incarcerated since 1985. What purpose is served by killing a 79-year-old man? He's already served 36 years. That's more than any other Western democracy sentences people for murder. I think that it's just a sign that we have a broken criminal justice system that's more about vengeance than it is about rehabilitation and correction.
And that was Don Heath with the Oklahoma Coalition to abolish the death penalty. And this will be the second execution this year after that 6-year moratorium ended. We'll keep you updated on air, online, and on the News 9 app. Live this morning, Jordan Daphnis, Oklahoma's own News 9.